Within the animal kingdom, many species have at one point existed in larger forms. This perhaps isn't all that surprising. Given enough time and no serious competition, evolution tends to experiment. And one of evolution's most uncomfortable experiments was a bird. Not a small one. Not a harmless one. The kind of bird that ran you down for 60 million years. South America was an island continent, cut off from the rest of the world. No lions, no wolves, no big cats of any kind. The apex predator slot was open, and nature filled it with something that had no right to be terrifying. It stood 8 feet tall, it weighed more than a grown man, and it could not fly. But it could run at speeds that would force a professional athlete to reconsider their life choices. 30 miles per hour. On 2 legs, with a beak shaped like a climbing axe. Scientists call it Phorusrhacos, the terror bird, and it ruled a continent for longer than humans have existed. The evidence is in the bones. Fossil skulls the size of footballs, leg bones as thick as a baseball bat, a neck built to strike downward like a heron's, except the heron is catching a fish. And this thing was catching things that ran away. Here's what the fossil record actually shows. The terror birds didn't just survive, they diversified. Multiple species, different sizes, different hunting strategies, some the size of a large dog. Others, Kelenken, discovered in Patagonia, had the largest skull of any bird that has ever lived. The beak alone was nearly 2 feet long, hooked, compressed from the sides, designed to deliver a single downward strike that ended the conversation. And the thing nobody in the scientific community wants to say out loud is this. Terror birds didn't just kill their prey, they ran it down. Pursuit predation, the same strategy that wolves use, that lions use, that humans use, except this bird was doing it before any of those animals existed. 60 million years of dominance, through climate shifts, through continental drift, through the slow collision of South America with North America, an event that changed everything because when the land bridge formed, the terror birds faced something they had never encountered before. Animals that had spent the same 60 million years evolving on a different continent against different enemies, in different conditions. Cats, dogs, competitors that didn't know the rules of South America and didn't care. The fossil record shows a pattern. Species decline, range shrinkage. The last terror birds confined to islands. Then silence, the same rocks that record their rise record their absence. And the question the evidence forces is uncomfortable. What happens when an apex predator meets competition it never prepared for? South America's answer was extinction. Not with a catastrophe, not with an asteroid, with the slow, grinding reality of being outcompeted by animals that evolved to solve the same problem from a different angle. The terror birds didn't lose because they were weak. They lost because they were specialized. They were perfect for a world that no longer existed. And the same forces that ended their run competition, environmental change, the collision of ecosystems that had been separated for millions of years, are still at work today. The only difference is the speed. The rocks remember what South America forgot. That dominance is temporary. That specialization is a trap. And that the thing standing at the top of the food chain is always one continental collision away from being replaced.